21 days to secure employment. I don't know many people who would be that dedicated to anything. He was fired from his first job after university, and then he manned a machine gun in trenches as an infantry man. He's completed a 50-kilometre ultramarathon.
It's crazy.
Success is all about turning adversity into advantage. He has spoken to more than 1,000 students and professionals in Australia, Asia and Africa, and has been featured on 10 Australian media outlets. Some of the organisations he is working with include Intel, New York University, NAB and Chartered Accountants in NAZ. I will let him give you the 3 takeaways that he's got from tonight's speech. Thank you very much. Welcome, Dominic.
Cool beans. Woo! Thank you so much. How's everyone tonight again? Amazing. You guys look so good. How are you? Are you guys having a good time? Yeah. Cool. So a few quick questions. I know there's a lot of noise around, but that's all right. So how many of you guys in your life have felt like giving up when you're doing something? A show of hands. Let's be honest. Perfect. And keep your hands up if you felt that you've hit the brick wall when you're doing something. Amazing. You can put your hands down. Welcome to life. Welcome to planet Earth. Welcome to this thing called the human experience. I have found out that people who achieve their goals and manage to attain success are those who do not give up. Research has found out that talent is actually overrated and grit tends to be a better predictor of success. So there was this study conducted over 1,200 military candidates undergoing this thing called the Beast Barracks in West Point Academy in the United States. So this is where they train up all the military officers for the United States Army. At the end of the day, they found out that it's not how smart you are, it's not how fit you are, it's not how fast you are or how much leadership potential you had. It's how gritty you are, because candidates who scored higher on the grit scale were 60% more likely to finish this arduous training. Interesting. Once upon a time, there was this day when I was doing this 50 km ultra marathon in the Yuyangs National Park. So that's on the way towards the Great Ocean Road if you're coming from the Melbourne CBD. Everything was fine. I was on track to finish the race in about 6 to 7 hours. I was pumped up, energetic, hitting the road. Everything was fine until I took a wrong turn. So the only reason how I found out that I took a wrong turn was when I started to see the same trees again. When I started to see the same trail again. When I started to see the exact same hill with the depressions again. That was when shit hits the fan. That was when the rubber hits the road. That was when the ultimate mind trip came in. So I remember I was on this forest trail. It was windy and there was no end in sight. I have no idea when the next aid station was. I remember it was 4:30 p.m. on a winter afternoon. I was running out of daylight. I was running low on water. I only had 500 ml of water in my backpack. My phone had died because I was having the running app on it, so it drained all the battery. I was uncontactable. I was in a forest. There was no reception. My feet were full of blisters. From head to toe, it was painful. Every part of me was screaming like hell. It was crazy. There was a part of time during the race where a part of me just broke down and I actually cried because I didn't know whether I could get out of this ordeal alive. And after crying for a short period of time, my rationale and logical mind kicked in to tell me that I had to stop crying to conserve water. Interesting. But thank God, eventually and fortunately, the race organizer managed to track me down. Because of that wrong turn, I ended up becoming the last person in the race. It was already dark, and then he was just wondering where I was. So thank God he managed to find me, track me down, and guided me to the end point. So originally, I was supposed to finish the race in just 6 to 7 hours. I finished it in 9 hours, alive. I started early in the morning, I finished at night. So, I'm just going to share with you 3 quick tips on how you can develop kick-ass mental toughness, on how you can overcome adversity and any obstacle you face in life. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Perfect. So number 1 is to visualize. Always see success in your mind first before you see it with your very eyes. There was an interview conducted on Michael Phelps's coach, and he revealed that when Michael was just about to jump into the pool, before the gun went off, he was able to visualize and picture the entire journey in such vivid detail that he's able to count the exact number of strokes from where he was to the end and back. That's the power of visualization. Number 2, you need to strategize. So always think about your plan of attack. Break down the insurmountable task into digestible bits. Remember that the journey of 1,000 miles always begins with the first step. So once you've got the first step down, you take the next one and the next one and the next one, and you keep going on. Last but not least, number 3, you actualize it. So nothing happens until and unless you get out there to get things going. So go out there, get shit done, make things happen, and go for gold. All the best in your journey ahead. Thank you.
Make shit happen and go for gold.
Sorry.
All right.
Thank you so much. Oh, there you go. Let me grab this for you. There you go.